What's going on, everybody? I'm Zach Kidd, the veteran realtor, and today we're talking paint colors. Let's get to it. In this episode, I'm talking about the best interior and exterior paint colors, how to find the perfect paint color for your home, the marketing hack that works with every single home, and it doesn't matter if you're in a condo, townhome, HOA, or some other managed community where you can't do anything. Plus, at the very end, you're going to get a bonus tip. I'll be right back after station identification. In just 2 easy steps, I'm going to tell you how to get your home sold faster for top dollar, even if your budget's only $20 for paint. Let's be honest, this ain't rocket science. It's just paint. For homes, there's 2 types of paint we're discussing, exterior and interior, and most of the stuff you probably have already heard or know about. In both of those categories, you've also got finishes, which are things like gloss or semi-gloss or eggshell or flat, and then you've also got paint colors, and those can be mixed in with pretty much any type of paint. Now, if you want to know more about the specifics of different types of paint and the finishes and that sort of thing, seriously, go talk to a paint professional. That's not my wheelhouse. They're the specialist. They can tell you anything you could possibly want to know. But really, that's kind of it. I mean, even if you didn't know anything about paint before you watched this video, you're pretty much up to speed now. When it comes to selling your home, a fresh coat of paint on the outside and on the inside before you put it live on the market and get photos done, that's probably a really good thing to do. That's also when the questions start popping up, but here's exactly what you need to know. For the exterior, it's a large amount of wall space, and this will always be the first photo shown on any website. Clean, fresh, and tidy is the name of the game. No stripes or polka dots. You want something that goes with the style, and generally the classic colors of white, beige, or gray can work pretty well. Condo, HOA, and townhome owners, do your research and find out exactly what you're supposed to do, and don't vary from that. Interior paints are a lot more complicated, but generally speaking, you still just want to stick with a neutral palette. When it comes to finishes, I'm really in love with the eggshell finish. It has this tendency to push the walls back from anybody who's in the space, which makes it feel larger even if it's not. Also, if you have a slightly stinky house or you want to kind of get a stealth approach on your paint job, check out some of the paints out there now. They have Febreze mixed in with them, so the scent is not overpowering and it doesn't smell like you're trying to cover up a dead body smell. So far, none of this is a surprise, right? I mean, you hear this stuff all over the place and anybody can tell you the same old, same old. But that's not what we're here for. I'm about to give you the marketing hack, and it applies to both exterior and interior paints. You ready for it? You need to choose a bold color, and you need to lead with it. Now, I'm not asking you to trust me on this. Let's take a look at some actual examples right now. Take a second and check my math. Which do you notice? That's it. It's just that simple, with a couple of exceptions that I'm going to cover in the bonus tip in just a minute. If you have a Key West style home, this is easy and you almost can't overdo it. But if you have something more traditional, find a trim item like the fascia boards or the windowsills and paint those a bright and bold color. You also want to paint your front door to match or to contrast. And we're going to come back to the front door in the bonus tip, and we're also going to cover what colors to avoid. Now, condo owners especially, but also in townhomes and HOAs, you really don't have much of a choice. So if you're in a managed community or association, check with your manager, find out what colors you're authorized to use, and just stick with those. What you do have control over, though, is the interior. Let's get to that. For the interior, pick your most beautiful showcase room. Paint one wall something bold, but something that goes with the other paint in the house too. You want this to be easy to repaint later, so try to stay a lighter but still bold color. Now is when you also need to have a great relationship with your realtor, and I know mileage varies there. Now, your realtor should be arranging for professional photography. If they whip out their cell phone, fire them right now. Professional photographers, they cost a little bit of money, but they are totally worth it. I'm an amateur photographer. I got some pretty good stuff. I know how to run my camera. I still don't take my own home listing photos. I hire that out to a professional who knows what they're doing. Your realtor should be doing the same. Once the professional photographer has done their thing, they will send the photos back to your realtor. And this is where you need to have that very specific conversation about what your expectations are. You need them to lead with those bold photos. If you've got a bright exterior, that is clearly going to be photo number one no matter what. But for your interior room that is bold and bright, that needs to be photo number two. And if you have more than one photo of that, that needs to be photo 2 and 3. Period. No discussion possible. That's how it needs to be. Now, this is when everybody says, huh, what? And realtors usually like to send me hate mail at this point, but hold on, there's more coming. When your listing goes live on the MLS, it gets pushed out to thousands of other websites, and those photos are always in the uploaded sequence. Now, my local MLS allows for up to 100 photos. If you want top dollar and a fast sale, you can't just compete. You have to dominate. There are hundreds of listings out there vying for people's attention, and 99.9999% of those are in some variation of the 3 basic neutral colors of white, beige, or gray. And many of those have 50 or more photos. By leading with the show-stopping bold colors, your listing becomes memorable. And those home shoppers will circle back to it because, hey, remember that one that was lipstick red? I want to take another look at that. For you, that means your home will sell faster and for the higher sales price because you got more people looking at it. I look at a ton of houses online, and every buyer client winds up doing the same thing before they ever put an offer in. Most of the homes we look at are very forgettable, and after just a few minutes of searching, you find that they all blend together with the same styles of photos and the same shades of colors. Being the standout is an incredible tactical advantage for home sellers, assuming you stand out in a good way. Most people get this pretty quickly. But the next natural question is always, can't I just throw in a pop of color in some other way? Usually this means some pillows or a vase of flowers, like this one. Truth be told, it does beat nothing. But let's step through this correctly. We already know that bland is bad. The next step is pop of color, then furniture, then painted walls. This all comes down to a sense of permanence. Simply put, paint has a permanence that pillows don't. It's a subtle but definite psychological effect. Now, I'm no psychology expert, but I can tell you that those lesser pops quickly fade just like the bland rooms they're in. After the first 5, your brain goes back to sleep, and they may as well not even exist until you see something on a grander, more impressive scale. Then we tip over to the probably shouldn't do of individual taste wallpaper, backsplashes, and colored counters. These are too permanent and somewhere between difficult and expensive to fix. Now that you've seen it, I encourage you to shop your favorite real estate site for an hour. You'll actually notice this effect for yourself. And most of all, you don't want to be guilty of these. Now, I also promised you a bonus tip about front door colors and paint colors to avoid. Before we get there, if you're digging the content in this video, show me some love and click that like button. If you're digging the guy who's presenting it, click that subscribe button and make sure you tap the bell notification. It's totally free and you'll get updated every time I post a new video. Let's get to the bonus tip. No matter what color you painted your front door for those photos, as soon as it goes live, you need to repaint your front door either jet black or charcoal gray. According to the Real Trends website, homes with black or charcoal gray front doors sell for $6,271 more than expected, the highest sales premium of all room and color combinations analyzed. Homes with more specific colors like brick or raspberry red kitchens sell for $2,310 less than expected. And homes with yellow exteriors also sell for less. So now you should be totally up to speed on exterior and interior paint colors. What's going to help your home sell the fastest for the most money. And if you only got 20 bucks to spend on paint, now you know where to spend it. I'm Zach Kidd, the veteran realtor in Pinellas County, Florida. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below and consider subscribing for future content. In just 2 easy steps, I'm going to tell you how to get your sold home, huh? You want to choose a bold color. Yeah, cough. It's not the Rona. I swear it's not the Rona. Cut. So close. You really don't have much of a choice on your exterior. Your realtor should. Really? Do me a favor. Go down there and click the like button. Light. Cut.